Hello, and welcome back to this Let's Play of the Warhammer 40k mod for OpenXcom Extended. Last episode, we just assaulted this landed Chaos Trader ship on their way to their infiltration or corruption mission here in North Magister. So our Taurox team is returning, we got our soldiers back, and now we're in the part of the month where we wait the couple days to get our soldiers back to send to the Terminator base. With the extra funding that we got from that last mission, decided on a few things that I think I'd like to do in preparation for this mission. First of all, craft multi-laser is okay, but we want something that will definitely defend our Chimera as it brings the troops to the base. So I believe we're going to manufacture a quad-linked autocannon. So we need some adamantium components, and we'll need to make some craft autocannon rounds for it. So I'm going to go ahead and start the autocannon rounds in production. Actually, let's make sure before we do that, transfer to Fort Anhur, adamantium components, make sure we have enough to create that quad-linked autocannon. Now we can work on creating the rounds for it. I think it has a capacity of 400 if I remember correctly, so we need at least 8 sets of rounds for it. I'll make 12. Get that going. This might be a bit of a controversial or poor move for a Terminator base, but as I mentioned, I want to get the leader and commander. If I can get those from this base, we can get to high tier and get things like psychers going and move towards the end game of this campaign. So I'm going to buy a bunch of extra shock mauls. Again, this might be a bad move, but I think it might help our campaign if we can make this work. I also want to see if we have a missile sentinel, because that might be a bit better for what am I thinking of? Soldiers. Gearblade, because Gearblade is going to be our sentinel pilot for the extra vision, but the las cannon might not serve us as well as extra crack missiles. So I think we're going to get a missile sentinel and a good number of missile packs for it. Not frag missiles, crack missile packs. So that Gearblade can provide long-range fire support in addition to his vision advantages. So that took off about a little more than a third of the requisition points we gained, but I think getting this base, it's worthwhile to have all of the equipment we need to take down that Terminator base. Let me also check how many days we have left. We have 4 days on Shrek, who is going to bring an autocannon. And we have 4 days on Drenanith, and then the rest of everybody is ready to do this mission. We'll also pick our pilots once we're all ready to support the Chimera as it crosses into the base's air superiority zone. In the meantime, we want to watch that we're making sure pay attention to activity in North and South Magister, because that's Chaos Traders. We have Ivanicus II returning to Fort Dearborn. Welcome back, Ivanicus. We have you returning as your Commissar self. Need to make sure we have enough room for Durbicus and Arvidus when they're back. Good. And keeping track of our graphs, we have autocannon cases at Fort Dearborn. Good. Do we have the autocannon cases here? Let me check. We do have enough for our autocannon. We could bring the mounted las cannon, but I think we're just going to bring the autocannon and for Shrek. So that would be, where is it? we lose the autocannon? Oh no, there it is, right next to the Ripper gun. Okay. Chaos Trader at Fort Anhur, so that if we wanted to, we could research the trader. We also have a Terminator here. I don't think there's anything more we want to do right now, so we'll just let that research tick. Adamantium components to Fort Anhur. Good. That means we can add the quad-linked autocannon to our requisition list. Okay, we'll have to wait until our autocannon charges are complete in a few hours. Autocannon rounds, sorry. Aha! Trader Guard Chimera, Trader Guardsman, creating a base in southern Novus. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is something that I added recently, the Trader Guard bases. That means we have one here in southern Novus. Right? That's southern Novus we're talking about. Where is southern Novus? Well, we can't see it right now, but 2 Trader Guard Chimeras. So these are... I'm gonna have to think of how I want to deal with this. I could send our Chimera from Fort Dearborn across to help deal with them. And while I don't want to do it, I kind of want to send Fort Anhur's team, but I don't really want to get people wounded in attacking that. Also don't want to spend our craft in assaulting it so few days before we want to do this. So I think I'm going to send our 1 Chimera, minus the 2 pilots that are going on our Valkyrie for air defense. So I'm going to sort you, let's see, see who has good reactions. Derpicus has great reactions, but we have Yasher, and let's pick Yasher. You would be a good pilot, so we're going to save Yasher for defending our Chimera as it heads towards the base, and Vulpus. Yasher and Vulpus, you will be our pilots reserved for this duty. Remove the equipment for the Taurox. We're going to bring the mounted autocannon. So autocannon cases, the bolt pistol. We're dealing with Trader Guardsmen, so flamers I think are in order. See who gets those. Ripper guns, just in case we bring Ogren. Las pistols. Let's get a bunch of las guns. Long las, we do need more power cells. Melta-guns, just in case. Just load up as much of everything as possible and see what we actually end up using. Heavy bolter, incendiary case, missile launcher with... we want cracked missiles because we're dealing with vehicles. Okay. Now we bring up our crew. We have Waffles and an Ogren for backup. We'll bring Guardsmen, our command crew, and now we have a space for a bunch of White Shields, so it looks like this will be a White Shield maneuver. Okay. And we do have... we'll have someone who can... actually, instead of bringing the autocannon, let's take off the autocannon. And we'll take off some of the White Shields. Miko, you look like you could be a good Sentinel pilot. We don't have a Sentinel here anymore. Okay, never mind. we'll just use the autocannon. We have Waffles set up. We have an Ogren who is also set up. Needs a smoke grenade. Waffles, are you prepared for... I don't think you're yet prepared for a slab shield or a brute shield. Because, well, no, let's give you the armor. I'd rather you have the armor in the first place. Although you're not really strong enough before it, so never mind. Back to Ogren. Okay, we have Stultus, who's providing loading. We have Publius, who's also providing loading. Ryan, who's using the autocannon. Miko, you can be good with that, and a smoke grenade. Skates, who is weak right now, but could be a sniper. Let's make you a sniper, Skates. John Lennon, who is sniping. We have Pakira, who is missile launching. Yevimus Derpus, who is loading for Pakira. We have a White Shield, who is also on a missile crew. We'll add some White Shield missile crews. And some las gunners. You will bring frag grenades for dealing with guardsmen. Deciduous, who is using the las cannon itself. We have Brave Reaver using a plasma gun. You're strong enough to throw an extra charge on that. Horsk, who is using our bolt pistol. And actually, no, that is now Ivonicus's weapon, so you can switch from the bolt pistol to a plasma pistol. There you go. And Ivonicus, welcome back. Here's your bolt pistol. You will take a combat knife as your backup. And do we have... don't have enough smoke grenades. So instead, Ivonicus, you will bring a mental grenade. Okay. I think we are set. We will take off the excess. And then reload. Need autocannon cases. Don't need the flamers. Ripper guns, bring the extra ammo. We're using the las guns. That's fine. We'll bring an extra set of ammo. Bring the long las ammo. Extra melta charge, plasma pistols. Let's bring a plasma gun, just in case. Grenade launcher, also just in case. Heavy bolter for a night mission. Enough missiles, enough power cells. Grenades, 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 grenades. Okay. Corpses to Fort Potchley. We'll take care of that in a second after we get our Chimera sent to Southern Novus to defend against this patrol. Sorry. Fort Potchley. Manufacture. See if you can get any more honor badges. Nope. Keep going with the melta charges. Autocannon rounds complete at Fort Anhur. Quad-linked autocannon. Let's get that going. In the meantime, we would just watch this slow roll across the desert. Now, having created this Chimera UFO, the reason that I'm not sending, say, a Valkyrie to shoot it down is because they have some armor, which means that our craft las cannon and our crack missiles could do very little damage, in which case the Valkyrie would take a lot of damage while trying to take down just the single Chimera. So we don't really want to spend our aircraft doing that. Gonna get our quad-linked autocannon readied up. Who do we have as pilots? Gearblade and Brosophinius, you probably will be in the assault, so we should choose some other people to be our defensive units. But we still have soldiers, we still have 3 days until that happens. Shock walls, crack missiles arriving at Fort Anhur. Looking for activity. And this is the other thing that, oh, I could save, now that I'm thinking about it, I could save looking for the leader until we assault this traitor guardsman base, which might be a bit easier than assaulting the Terminator base. We have Chancellor Lot. Sorry you were a bit too slow to get to the mission, because that is indeed your autocannon that we loaded up on it. We'll give up a White Shields training crew training slot for you. We do have the time. We're going to send out a Valkyrie. Ceramite plate research is complete. So Ceramite is an advanced material used for creating cool armors, particularly Terminator armor if you're playing as the Marines. I don't think we do much with it for the Imperial Guard. But we can now move on to orbital communications research, which I mentioned is a way to get some of the advanced stuff that I've been working on in the background for the next release, or the release after that. Anything else we want to add to our research path? I think I want to throw on the Graviton gun round, because those are useful for killing things that have massive amounts of armor. Other than that, I think we're just going to keep moving. So we have our Chimeras on patrol. One has already found its ground point. I don't think we're going to reach there in time, because we still have to come halfway across the globe. However, we can patrol this Valkyrie looking for the Traitor Guard's base, which is right there. I am going to mark that. Guard Base 2. So now we know these Chimeras are going to be coming and going, patrolling the region around this base. So now we can see the activity going up in Central Princeps. Why is that? Oh, that's this activity, so we don't see much of an uptick from the Southern Novus yet. Missile Sentinel appearing at Fort Anhur. We have a Hell Sword, Slaanesh Devotees, Corruption, Semviri. Oh, so I thought this mission was over, but it's just now coming back. Okay. I think... Okay, decision time. We can either go for the Traitor Guard Chimeras or deal with this Hell Sword, because we don't want to use Fort Anhur's crew. Let's redirect the Chimera. Get it up here. That might be more important. We could try shooting down one of these, or sending the drop transport. I mean, it's dangerous. I haven't had good luck fighting the Traitor Guard, so we're just going to leave these for now. We can't. I don't think we have the resources to deal with it. So you can go ahead and return to base. We have Hellblade, Cinch, Devotees, Warp Spread, North Magister. Okay, so now we're getting a lot more activity to worry about, and so it's good that we're going to have this base up and running soon, because I think we'll need the ability to respond to all of these. Okay, we do have a landing. How much fuel do you have? Actually, you're going to stay on patrol here, because if we can't get to this, we're going to redirect to here. What kind of crew do we have for backup? We have Yasher. Do we have enough of a white shield crew? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with an Ogren 8. Okay, that's kind of something to deal with a Hellblade. So I think what we're going to do is get this crew loaded onto a Valkyrie. See what equipment we have as backup. We do have a melty-gun, good. We have a plasma gun, good. That's something. We have las guns. That's really all we need, right? We're guardsmen. Yeah, go ahead and load up the las guns. Have a flamer. We have some flamers. Okay. We have frag grenade. We have some crack grenades. That's good. We have smoke grenades. That's good. And a combat knife for Ogren. I think that might be enough to deal with this Hellblade that's coming across. Really stretching my resources thin here. And that's another... Okay, this is just a warp spread, so this is equivalent to a research mission. So it may or may not land, we'll see. And another Hell Cruiser. Wow, we're just getting all of the activity right now. And it really is not great that we have to keep this crew in reserve. DJ Thermite appearing at Fort Dearborn. Let's get DJ Thermite loaded up instead of one of these white shields. Let's see if we can get anybody in a medic armor. Let's, Chancellor, or DJ. DJ, become a medic. And we have yet another mission. Chaos Terminator warp spread in the South Arctic. Okay, so I don't think there's anything we can do about that right now, so we're just going to ignore it. Okay, don't just fly off. Don't just... Oh, wow. Okay. So, we're going to return this way. Definitely can't take on the Hell Cruiser with just a white shield crew. And how are we doing on... We have one more day. That's the Hell Cruiser. Okay, so what we're going to do there is just send the Valkyrie to mitigate the amount of time it's landed. We're going to return this Valkyrie to base to get refueled. So this is just a takeoff, a land and takeoff, because we don't want them to be landed there generating score. Yes, I know about that one. We're going to ignore it. because we have to prepare for the base assault. And we still see another Hellcruiser. Wow. Okay, so we really need to get moving, because we have two missions occurring here in North Novus. We have this mission which just finished. Unfortunately, we couldn't get to. We have Trader Guard here. We have Terminators here. Just activity all over the place. I have to note down and be aware of. And that was it. In terms of timing, crew. Wasp, Gearblade, load up in your Missile Sentinel. Bring Mongo and Shrek. Mongo, Shrek, you are all set. We're gonna bring you in Carapace to use that autocannon and not die. Make sure I load up all of the guardsmen who have asked to be loaded up. Trenneneath. We want friendly fire ready. Tambo. We want Stinkerman. We want... Where are you, Danius? Did Danius not get here? Oh no, Danius is right there. Just mentioning him. We have Totally Not a Krieger. Follow and Aemon Curious. Aemon Curious, there we go. Wasp, we just got on. Osric Cadian. Sirius Maximus Mortis. Let's get you on the squad. Bullet Designer. And that's everyone who directly asked. I obviously need to be there. Poet needs to be there, I believe. Let's bring Bruciphinius. Let's also bring Gabrielle, and Brave Sir Robin is brave. We'll bring them. And Walt Mac, I think, has been... Well, Democlea hasn't seen much action, so I think we need to get Democlea out here. So there is our crew. Wasp, Gearblade, Mongo, Shrek, Gabrielle Maximus, Bruciphinius Libramus, Brave Sir Robin, Totally Not a Krieger, Osric Cadian, me, Aemon Curios, Poet, Democlea, Fallout, Sirius Maximus Mortis, Stinkerman, Danius, Bullet Designer Tambo, Commissar Friendly Fire Ready, and Captain Trenneneath will all be assaulting this Chaos Terminator base. Let's make sure we have proper armor set up. We have Medic. Armor, we're going to switch Brave Sir Robin to Carapace. We do want another medic, so let's get Gabrielle in a Carapace medic because we don't want to lose him. Let's also bring Poet in medic armor. So we have two medics along. Let's see, what other armor do we have left? We have one more Carapace medic, some flak medics. I think we'll just leave it as that. I have a couple commissars, some Carapace around. I think that should be good armor-wise. Let's bring equipment. Autocannon cases for Shrek. Crack missile packs for... Bring 6 of those. Bolt pistols. Bolt pistol clips. The Stucker pattern bolter for Bullet Designer. Flamers aren't going to help us. Autocannon for Shrek. 2 Ripper guns. Ammo. Las pistols are not for this mission. Las guns, always in fashion. Wow, we don't have... There we go, that should give us enough las guns. There we go, plenty of las guns. And plenty of las gun power cells. Long las and hot shots. Melta guns, yes please. Plasma pistols, definitely. Plasma guns, of course. Grenade launcher might be useful. Definitely the Godwin patterns, because we need to light up the area. Many missiles, our las cannon, chain swords, the shock mauls, combat knives, officer swords, crack grenades, smoke grenades, yes, melt grenades, motion scanners. Let's get equipped. Gearblade loaded with missiles. Wasp the second, loaded with a Ripper gun and a smoke grenade. Actually, let's load, instead of the extra Ripper gun drum, we're going to give you a shock maul. Mongo, all kitted out and good. Shrek, showing up with the autocannon. Oh, that's why you weren't using Carapace before. You still need to get your strength up, Shrek. But, I mean, how much does... That doesn't help all that much, so you're going to keep that on. We have Gabrielle Maximus, who is a medic and ammunition loader. So we will give you, as medic, the Vestroya. And I think you were loaded with las cannon power cells before. And you're going to carry a shock maul. Brosophineus Libermus, you look all ready. Maybe a shock maul. Brave Sir Robin, who needs to train in reactions. We are going to give you a long las. Give you a smoke grenade. Give you a shock maul. Give you a crack grenade in your backpack. Totally not a Krieger. You are going to bring a melt-a-gun, because we need somebody to use that. Azurcadian, we definitely need that. Give you a shock maul. And I think you should be all ready. Me, I will also take a melt-a-gun. Okay. Eamon Kyrios is going to be... Let's think what we can give you, Eamon. We're going to give you a Lucius pattern. I'm going to hand out those first before we hand out regular las guns. Going to carry a smoke grenade, your shock maul, and then you're going to carry missiles, or a missile, to load for somebody else. Poet, same sort of deal. We want to give you a long las. Hotshot power cell. Ammo for it. Grenade, shock maul, and you will also carry a missile. Democlea, I think you are going to be one of our missile launchers. Congratulations. You will get that las gun. Fallout is looking like you also get to be a las gunner. We're going to go for long las fire for our weaker guardsmen. You can't carry that, so you are going to carry a backup motion scanner. Sirius Maximus Mortis is going to be one using the incendiary ammo to light up the night. And you're going to carry a backup... what could you carry? Plasma pistol? You won't really be able to move with that. Yeah, let's carry it anyways. With a smoke grenade. Stinkerman. We have another Lucius pattern. Going to load up on that. And why don't you bring a missile? Danius, what do we have for you? you are going to bring a Vestroya pattern. You are going to bring a smoke grenade and an extra missile. Bullet designer is all set. That looks pretty good. We have Tambo, who is going to use a plasma gun. And just eat the extra, the weight penalty with it because we need the firepower. Friendly Fire Ready is going to use the last long las. And you're going to also carry an extra grenade, an extra motion scanner, and an extra missile just for use. Okay, who do we have left? We have Drenanith. Now Drenanith worked best with the grenade launcher, so I think that's what we're going to give you, Drenanith. Do we have a carapace armor for you? No, we don't. Okay, so we're just gonna have to be careful with Drenanith. Instead of the officer sword, since we have so many commissars, you're gonna carry a shock ball. Okay, we have missiles. I think I want one more person carrying a Godwin pattern to light up the night. Let's see who we could sacrifice for that. Krieger, no. I could be the... Instead, how about Danius? Danius, you're going to use the heavy bolter. Okay, and we're going to... So this might be, again, a little bit longer of an episode just because we want to get this base assault going soon because that's holding up the campaign. Clear the extra stuff, bring ammo. We're not bringing the bolt pistols. We are bringing, let's bring extra ammo for bullet designer, autocannon, ripper gun drums, the las guns. We didn't bring all that many, but we're gonna bring extra ammo. Long lases, hotshot power cells, let's get a few extra. Melta guns, a few extra charges. Plasma pistols, extra charges, the extra plasma gun. The extra grenade launcher. And incendiary ammo. The missile launcher. The ammo for the las cannon. The extra shock mauls. The extra crack grenades, smoke grenades, and motion scanners. And I don't know why, but I think we should bring some chain swords. Okay, our Chimera is all set. We're going to go ahead and send it out. Chimera 1, head towards the Terminator base. We lost our pilots for it, so who has the best reactions here and is not on the Chimera? Riskelion and Andrew Sand. We have pretty good pilots here for the Valkyrie. It's ready with crack missiles and a las cannon to defend. We have this Valkyrie that is also ready with Yasher and Vulpus, so we're gonna take off all of the extra stuff and work on getting towards the Terminator base. Hellcruiser, Bloodspread, South Magister, we're not going to worry about that right now. We want this to happen. Once it gets close enough, I'll send the Valkyries to provide the air support. Chimera after Chimera chase. See the other Chimera. We just saw a mission for a downed... wow, that went by so fast. A downed Planetary Defense Force Valkyrie in Ariga, which is... in this region. Okay, it should have landed. I don't know why that disappeared so quickly. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about it. Just everything happening this month. We have a Space Hulk detected. Again, I cannot respond to all of this activity all at once. So, that more of the blood spread in South Magister. Okay. We're going to get close to that mission, but not do it this month, or do it right away, because we want to do this. Oh no, we have a supply mission happening at the same time. Okay, that complicates things, because that's going to mean more hunter-killers. I think we are going to have to put off that mission for a second to wait for the supply ship to come across. We have this landing site with the Trader Guard Chimera. We're going to just patrol here because we want this to happen during the day, and we have spent enough time in this episode seeing so much activity pass by that I'm honestly somewhat concerned about making sure I have enough score this month. So, next episode, we're going to assault this Trader Guard Chimera. We're going to wait for this supply mission to happen so that we can assault the base. And we're going to worry about taking care of maybe this Space Hulk, and who knows whatever else is going to happen this month. It's already going crazy. I want to thank you all for watching and sticking with this somewhat dry episode without a lot of action. Hopefully next episode and the couple after that will be more packed with interesting things happening. I will see you next time. Cheers!